Hello, and a warm welcome to Wound Care Today, the digital-first wound care education platform. We provide everything from microlearning to live virtual events to products and practice sessions, and, well, now, this podcast. Our goal is to support better wound outcomes through fresh and impactful learning. Learning that is done your way, on your time, on your terms, whichever way you learn best. My name is Felix Boecker, and I'm an editorial board member for Wound Care Today. And now, the host of our brand spanking new, hot off the press podcast. My goal with this podcast is to bring you conversations with industry leaders, scientists, clinicians, and maybe even patients to dive deep into the products available to us on the market today. Now, I don't want to just know what category a product falls into. I want to know how the product was designed and why it was designed that way. Who it was designed for. How does it work? And why does it work that way? I want to go deep, beyond the package insert, to help you make better choices for your patients. What works, when, and for whom. Now, if you're like me and you like to ask questions, you are probably wondering who I am. Like I said, my name is Felix Boecker. I am a general and trauma surgeon by background. I did 3 years on active duty with the Air Force in St. Louis before a divorce moved me to Toledo, Ohio. And when I moved to Toledo in 2019 so that I could be closer to my kids, I transitioned full-time into wound care. Over these last few years, I've taken care of people in the clinic, hospital and patient setting, long-term care facilities, as well as in their homes. Healing wounds is something that is fascinating to me because as a surgeon, I was always trained on how to create wounds, but not so much on how to heal them. And I've come to find out that most of my fellow surgical brethren are just as undereducated on wound care as I once was. You know, reflecting on my journey, it's striking how little formal wound care education we receive in traditional surgical training. We're experts in the anatomy, the procedures, the fixing part. But the body's natural healing process, that's often a footnote. And that's a huge gap. I can recall countless times where I would close a surgical wound and then, frankly, just hope for the best. We'd give standard post-op instructions and maybe a simple dressing change, and that was it. But wound care is so much more nuanced, isn't it? It's about understanding the physiology of healing, the different stages, the impact of comorbidities, the environment of the wound bed, and the right tools for the job. It's about being proactive and not reactive. It's about recognizing that every wound is unique and requires a tailored approach. And that's where this podcast comes in. I want to bridge that gap. We're not just going to talk about the latest dressings or devices. We're going to delve into the science behind all of them. We're going to explore the clinical evidence, the real-world applications, and where current research efforts are focused. We'll be talking to engineers, scientists, and clinicians who are pushing the boundaries, and we will be asking them the tough questions. And it's not just about the big high-tech solutions. We'll also be looking at the fundamentals. How do we best manage moisture balance in a wound? What's the role of nutrition in healing? How do we address pain and infection? These are the everyday challenges that every wound care provider faces, and we will be exploring them in depth. Now, we are just getting started, so please bear with us while we ramp things up. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future content. And please send us feedback, comments, and suggestions so we can tailor this content better to your needs. If we don't know what you need or want, we'll miss the mark with this project. We're also looking for topics that are important to you. If you have a question you have always wanted answered, or a product you want to know more about, please let us know. For now, thank you for tuning in today. Like I said, be sure to subscribe because we have some killer conversations lined up in the coming weeks and months that you don't want to miss. Until next time, ciao.